everyone, welcome to this video. So today I'm going to be trying out and swatching the Supreme Gloss by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. So I've got 4 different shades that I want to go through today. So I've got Cookie Dough Fetish, I have got House Tour, 714 and Please Forgive Me. So most of them are kind of in the nude category. I'm not fully into the bright, weird and wonderful colours. I like to play it a bit safe, and yeah, I just think nudes kind of suit my skin tone best. So I have already got one on, and the one I've got on is Cookie Dough Fetish. So this is what the gloss tube looks like. I think it's quite nice, nothing too fancy or out there. It looks very sleek and elegant and I like it. So we have got like the moulding like of the Jeffree Star logo here. This bit at the bottom is quite cool, and obviously you can see the shade name at the bottom as well. Once again, you have another of the logo there, and then the applicator is quite weird. I will obviously show me putting this on, so I've already got this one on, but this is what the applicator looks like. It is quite a weird shape. I was not expecting it to be like kind of like angled to the side. I thought it was just going to be straight, but it's weird that it's kind of got, do you know what I mean, like that sort of weird angle to it. It does hold a bunch of products. Like I even found myself scraping some off because I thought that's just, you know, way more than I'm going to need. I like to kind of build thin layers really, but it's quite an easy applicator to use, and this edge does really kind of hug the lip quite nicely, and I think it would be quite easy to kind of overline the lips with if you wanted to do that. In terms of smell, there's a very subtle smell. Some people are like, oh my god, it smells so amazing, it's like vanilla cupcakes, and I'm just like, there's a very faint sweet smell. If I didn't know it was meant to be vanilla, I would probably struggle to tell. But yeah, I suppose it is kind of a vanilla, like sort of frosting smell, but it's just very mild, and when it's on the lips you can't smell it anymore, which is good in a way because I think you don't want anything too overpowering. So yeah, so the smell's not anything really to write home about. It's very subtle, but it's nice, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then the actual gloss, so I would say it's just more of a lip cream, and it is really nice. So I've got this one on, and it's very full coverage, which I like, so it is giving quite an opaque look. It's very movable, so obviously I don't expect it to last too long, but even so, I do really like it. So yeah, so this is Cookie Dough Fetish. I was kind of expecting this one to be a bit paler, but it almost looks a little bit purpley on me. I will do a little hand swatch as well. I feel like even in the tube, it has a slight, almost like purple shift to it. So if I do a little swatch just here, I mean, you can see it just glides on really nicely. Lovely and creamy. It looks almost more pink on the hand, I think. But yeah, it is a really sweet shade. So I think it looks a little bit darker on me. But at the same time, this colour is quite similar to my natural lip colour, which is quite nice. And obviously it's just got a little bit more of a sheen and, you know, more of a nicer kind of opaque look. But yeah, I do like this shade. I think it is quite similar to a lot of nudes I already have. It hasn't wowed me. I think it's nice, just a sort of everyday one, nothing wrong with it. Or these glosses aren't exactly sticky or anything, they just feel nice and creamy. They're quite thick, but they don't feel heavy or anything on the lips, which is nice. They just, you know, they cover nicely. So overall, I really like the formula and I like the shade, but I just don't think it's anything too fancy. It didn't excite me, which I suppose, you know, it's a nude, what do you really expect? But I think I was expecting it to be a bit more pink or something like that. But anyway, yeah, so that's the first one. That is Cookie Dough Fetish. So I'm going to pop that one back. I'll keep the hand swatch so we can do a comparison. And the next one I want to do is House Tour, which also is a nude, but I feel like this one is going to be a little bit paler. So here's what this one looks like. Okay, so this one's a bit more kind of brown, I would say. So already we can see, yeah, this one's more kind of pink. This one's just more of a normal like nude brown. So let's do a hand swatch. So yeah, so you're getting tons of product on there. So let's just do that one next to it here. Oh, okay, that's nice. So it's got a bit of an orangey tone to it, which I like. I love a bit of orange in a lipstick or a lip gloss. That looks really nice. I'm interested to see if it's going to go quite dark on me. Yeah, that's really cool. So you can see actually they almost look quite similar, but now that they're on the hand, they look completely different. So that's cool. So I'm going to wipe this one off. Now I'm just using a little bit of cheap micellar water from Primark and a cotton pad. So let's just see how easily they come off. Okay, yeah, so that comes off quite easily. So I've mostly got it off this side, and you can actually see it is quite a similar colour to my natural lip colour, which is quite cool actually. But yeah, so this is my lips just naturally now. So yeah, I'm just gonna dive straight into this one then. So this is House Tour. I'll try apply a little bit on camera so you can see how it goes on. So let's have a look. I'm quite excited for this one. It looks nice on the hand anyway. Okay, so I feel like it's looking a little bit patchy and almost a little bit grey on me so far. So let's have a look in the mirror. No, I don't think it's too patchy actually. Now, of course, all of these do have the exact same smell, so I won't mention that anymore. But yeah, so I think it looks a little bit more grey on me than it does here. This looks more orangey, and I almost prefer this colour than the colour that's gone on my lips. But it is quite nice. I would say it is a bit more of a cooler nude. I don't know why I was expecting it to be warmer. These shades are never what they look like on the thing, which I think these videos are so helpful for, because it's always quite hard to see how it's going to come out. But yeah, it's almost looking a bit more red again on me, and it's not too grey. I would say it's more of a mid-tone really. It's not particularly warm, it's not particularly grey tone. So yeah, definitely, I think they are looking a bit darker on me, but that will be obviously because my lips are already quite pink, so it's kind of blending with that. But yeah, it's not streaky at all. It looked a bit when I was putting it on and when I was putting it onto my hand, but they smooth out so nicely. Like I said, they're really creamy, so that's not an issue at all. Yeah, I like this one. It's just another really everyday colour, nothing too fancy, nothing too out there. You know, I'm not particularly surprised or anything by this one. I was expecting a nice nude, and it is a really nice nude actually. For some reason I was a bit worried when I first put it on that it looked a bit grey, but actually I don't think it looks particularly grey at all. It looks just really nice. Yep, so that comes off really easily. So I'm back to bare lips again. So that's that one, again keeping them on my hand. So let's go for the third one now. So let's go for Please Forgive Me. So there's this one, and there was also one called No Shame, and I thought they looked quite similar. I got this one I think because it was cheaper. Literally, that was the only reason why there was some offers, because they look quite similar, so I thought I'd just go for that. So I feel like this one is more of like a reddish nude and a bit of a deeper one as well. So yeah, so here's what it looks like. So a little bit almost like a purpley tone again, something a little bit more daring, a little bit brighter. So I think it's going to be similar to this one, but probably a darker version. So let's have a look. Looks quite nice there, so let's just try it here. Oh, okay, yeah, that looks quite bright. That's looking pretty bright on the hand, so yeah, it just looks like kind of a brighter, less muted version of that one. Yeah, this one I was expecting to be much of a lighter pink, so that one surprised me a bit. But yeah, let's try this one then. So I'm going to dip in again, and let's just go for it. Oh wow, okay, yeah, that's pretty bright, but I'm quite liking it so far. Now obviously with darker colours you always do have to be careful with your lines because everything's just going to look messier, so I'm going to carefully try to do this with the mirror. There we go, so this one is quite nice. So yeah, I'm liking it. It's got a bit more life to it than the other ones, and I quite like that actually. It's not a bright red, it is just a nice sort of, almost like a burgundy, sort of pinky purple, reddish sort of colour. Again, it does look darker on me than it does on my hand, on that one there. So yeah, it's a bit harder to apply, I found, especially in the corners with that applicator, because it's quite big. I think obviously with Jeffree, he's got very, you know, quite big lips, so when he's putting them on, it's probably easy for him. And a lot of girls these days do have lip fillers as well, like every other person seems to be getting those bloody things. So if you've got those, maybe that would be a bit easy if you've got thicker lips. My lips aren't, you know, particularly thin in any way, but I find the applicator maybe a little bit big. I think it was maybe not half the size, but like, you know, 3/4 of the size, it would be a bit better, especially when you're trying to get in like the corners and just areas where, you know, they aren't as thick. Because yeah, just looking at this, I mean, that just kind of covers my whole bottom lip nearly. So I think it could have been a little bit smaller, especially, you know, for women or men or whoever with, you know, thinner lips or just, you know, smaller lips as well. That would be quite difficult. I think my mum had one of these shades and my mum's got quite, you know, small lips. So I think she would probably struggle a little bit with this applicator because it is quite wide. But that's just a minor thing. But yeah, in terms of the colour, I'm liking it. I'll come in for a close-up. They've got a nice level of shine as well. They're not super shiny, just a little bit of like a sheen, which I like. But yeah, I'm loving this colour. Probably my favourite ones so far. I would say I am a little bit disappointed in the cookie dough fetish. I just thought it was going to be like really pink and cute and a light nude. House Tour actually pleasantly surprised me. That was really nice. But I think this one's my favourite so far. So then the last one, which I'm a little bit scared for, to be honest, is 714. This could go bad or it could be really cute, but I'm hoping it's just not going to be too bright. So let's have a look. So this one, 714, reminds me a bit of the Honey Suck Me Velvet Trap. I did a review of that not too long ago. I'll link that down in the description, as well as like all my other makeup reviews and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of like this corally colour. So oh, this looks really pretty, to be fair. This looks nice. Again, like I said, I like a little bit of an orange tone. I like that it's quite pale. This could look really cute. I'm a bit worried it could be a bit streaky or patchy. Hopefully it won't be. But yeah, really excited for this one. It looks a little bit more muted than what I was expecting. It's definitely got a nice balance of pink, so it does look quite bright on there. Oh, this is quite exciting. Right, I'm just gonna go straight in. So let's do it here. Oh, it does look quite bright. Oh, that's blending down quite a lot, so how bright it looks on there, it really blends down, which could be quite nice actually. That looks more like a gloss, it's not maybe as opaque as the others. Okay, cool, right, so let's take this one off and then try it. This could be my favourite. I'm hoping it's going to look really cute. And I don't think they're staining or smudging very much. There might be a little bit still, like I said, in my creases, but I'm not seeing much smudging or like staining anywhere around the lips or on my lips, so that's quite good. So at least when you get them off, I know some lip products, when you've had them on, particularly I suppose for a while as well, they really stain afterwards, so these don't seem to be doing that. But yeah, so this is 714, so I'm really excited. So let's try it. Okay, so immediately it's seeming quite pale, which I'm a little bit worried about, but we'll keep going. That looks a bit better now. I've kind of blended it with my top lip. Okay, yeah, I think that's coming out really cute. So yeah, so this definitely is the palest one of them all. And that orange, like sort of coral tone is looking really cute. Very easy to apply. With it being a lighter colour, you can just be a little bit more crazy with it and it all kind of blends in. The only thing I'm noticing is when I'm kind of rubbing my lips together, it can create a bit of a line. So if I just show you, this is it normally. So it is a really nice balance of pink and orange. There's not too much of one or the other. I love this shade. I'd say the colour's perfect. But yeah, I feel like if I go like that, it almost creates a line, like it's all smudged the product up. You might not be able to see it on camera, but like it creates a very faint line, so it's a little bit streaky in that way. So it feels like you don't want to rub your lips together while wearing this. You kind of just want to keep it so that it stays where it's meant to be. But yeah, I think this probably is my favourite one actually. So I'd say I like this one the best, so that's 714. And then I really liked Please Forgive Me. And then I would say House Tour, and then lastly my least favourite is Cookie Dough Fetish. I feel like Cookie Dough Fetish seemed so popular and it seemed like the go-to one, but actually I don't know, maybe it was the hype that it kind of disappointed me a little bit. But yeah, I really like this one. I think it's super cute. I do like these sort of coral colours, and then this deep one I think looked really cool as well. But yeah, I do really like them. I think they are really nice lip glosses, and I like that they are more opaque. I don't tend to wear just normal glosses. I like something with a bit more colour. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video and that it was helpful. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!